Fuchsia Rosa is first. Even if someone else was here already, Fuchsia Rosa is first.
It's automatic, I cannot wait. I'm feeling alive, don't hesitate. It's in my veins, it's in my toes. I feel the rhythm growing in my bones.
Hello, good morning, or whatever time of day it is where you are. It's Sunday, so it's time to get spooky. If you're watching the VOD, it may not be Sunday, but it's still time to get spooky, so do it. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's been having a wonderful weekend. I've been playing some games. What did I play yesterday? I played some Persona, and I played something else that for some reason has gone out of my head, and I don't mean the stream. Obviously, I remember playing Broken Sword on stream yesterday. That was memorable. There is, in the Discord, in the Dragons tab, a poll on whether or not I continue that, because it'll only take about 4 streams to finish, 4 or 5 streams in total, including yesterday's stream, to finish it. So I could put that in on Sundays after I've done the 100 stream streaks that are currently to do. If people want to watch it, I enjoyed it. So if you enjoyed watching it. I played some Graveyard Keeper. I did play some Graveyard Keeper. How did I forget I played some Graveyard Keeper? Graveyard Keeper's a great game. Stardew Valley, but a graveyard instead of a farm, although you do have a little sort of vegetable garden as well. If you haven't played Graveyard Keeper, I bought it and I have all the DLC, and the DLC has great names like Better Save Soul, Game of Crones, Stranger... It's not Stranger Things, but it's a pun on Stranger Things, and it's gone out of my head. It's a really good game, and the base game, I believe, is included at the moment in the game catalogue on PlayStation. And Kizzy's reminding me that I didn't play Persona, I played Personas, because I played a bit of 3 and a bit of 5. So yeah, I've got a Persona bug, I think, possibly. Let's say hello to everyone in the chat. Hello, Andy, welcome in. But even though Andy is first in the chat, Rosa is first. Absolutely, has redeemed first. Even if someone else was here before them, they are first. And hello, Kim, welcome in. How are you doing? And if you like pina coladas, you're in luck, because Chief Hydration Manager Kizzy is here. And we have Ensaladas, welcome in. Who else do we have in here? We have Hikari Kim's cats being fed. We have Hoovin Girly, welcome in Hoovin Girly.
Hydrate with water.
I will hydrate with water in a moment. We have a Hoovin Girly, we have, I think that's everyone currently in the chat. Shout at me if I've missed you. I'm going to do a hydrate and then... I'm going to do a treat for Tifa.
How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
Because Hikari Kim thinks Tifa is a very good girl. You're right, she is. Tifa. Ja, flinke mit. So muy. Yeah. Hi, Kusha? Well, wait, finish eating. Kusha? No? Treats and run. Treats and run, no kiss. Fine. I see how it is. And also, thank you, Kim, for the... where's my button? For the 30 stream streak. Thank you very much. And Hoovin Girly as well for the 45 stream streak. Thank you both for that. Love to see some Sunday streaking. You know, put your clothes on before you go outside, though. Right, we're going to play some Phasmophobia, and the lobby code is in lobby codes in the Discord now. It is, yes, it's there. It's there. We're going to play some Phasmophobia. There are drops. You can see at the top of your chat, perhaps, that there's a notification that there's drops. If you watch at least 2 hours in total, it doesn't have to be all of one stream. So you can do 45 minutes for one stream, 15 minutes for another, 30 minutes for another, 20 minutes for another, 10 minutes for another. So long as it's 2 hours total of anyone streaming Phasmophobia. I think it's by the end of the day tomorrow, perhaps. Then you get a hat for your investigator to wear in Phasmophobia. It's not bad. I also noticed there are some sub and gift sub things for Audible. and for some kind of boxer shorts. I'm not sure what those are. Just Twitch standard. If you're interested in them, I think there's a 2-month Audible if you sub or gift a sub, but I think that's Twitch wide. So if you want it, get it, but get it wherever you want to. Right, we're going to jump on over to the game. Let's fade down this Persona music, funnily enough, seeing as I played 2 Personas yesterday. The reason I played 2 Personas is because I was playing Persona 3. Having completed it, I want to get the plat, and all I need to do for the plat is max out the social links. So in Persona games, you've got a selection of people that you might not even meet them if you're not playing in the right way, but you've got a selection of people that you have a relationship with them, friendship or romantic, depending on how you go, that is from 0 to 10. If you get them all to 10, that's a trophy. And that's what I didn't get before, because it was my first playthrough without a guide and they're quite difficult to do. And I thought that in New Game Plus it would carry over and it would give you your all the ones that you completed would still be completed, but it doesn't. But it completes your social stats. So you've got courage, charisma and intelligence, and they will stay maxed out, which means that because some of them need you to be a certain level of charismatic or intelligent or whatever to be able to talk to you and actually start the friendship, which is why that then stays maxed out, which makes it easier, but you still have to do it all from the beginning, which means playing through the entire game again as well. And did I do P4 while you were napping yesterday? No, I didn't do Persona 4. I was, but not yesterday. Yeah, I thought I'd give Persona 4 a go as well, but because I'm at Kizzy's and Kizzy hasn't really played Persona 4 and doesn't want spoilers for it, I thought I'd put that aside and just jump straight to 5 for now. I definitely have a Persona bug. It's good. They're good games. They're fun. But yeah, so I thought I'd put Persona 3 aside because of, for now, because I just have to do a full playthrough of it again, which, right after having done the playthrough of it, because it's a long game, I'll come back to it to get that plat on a second playthrough. And hello, Bananakin, welcome in. Can we get that shout out? Thank you, Kizzy. Please go and follow Banana. It's a very fun, friendly, chill streamer, and often plays Phasmophobia himself as well, so if you like your Phasmophobia, you will like Banana. And if you like chill vibes, which you should do if you're here, or I expect you do if you're here, rather, then you'll definitely like Banana. I think, Banana, are you playing Phasmo with Missy later this evening as well? Kim says, Persona 5 is so good, she has so many hours in P5 Vanilla and P5... Yeah, I'm playing the PS5 version of Persona 5 Royal. It's the one that I'm doing. Right, let's jump on over to the game. Oh, the invite code was still visible. That's fine. The invite code is in, lobby code's in the Discord. If you want to jump in. Kim says Royal is great with the extras they added. Kizzy doesn't like the new character they added to Royal. Funny how... What? Yeah. Right. We're going to do some of this. Maybe I'll get Doomslave, maybe I won't. Kim says it's definitely hit and miss with the new character. And Kizzy says the quality of life stuff in Royal was nice. I've still got this Spotify on. Let's turn that off. There we go. Just took a minute to realise that was still on. Okay. We can do that. There we go. Right. I'm gonna get playing. If anyone wants to come and join in, you have the lobby code. And I'll just get started. Maybe I'll be Doomslayed. If I get Doomslayed, which is completely random, essentially, then I'll get the plat for this game. And this will be my 53rd platinum trophy. We'll see how that goes. We have... let's turn my sound up. He's quite quiet in my ears. Let's turn that up. There we go. Just in my ears. I think you're all fine with the in-game sound balance. But let me know. Let me know how the sound balance is between me and the game. Right, we have Shannon Thompson. So it could be any ghost. Let's just try and identify first. I did do a quick, before setting up the stream, I did do a quick, because it's been a while since I played. I did a quick run. I had an Aswang. I'd identified it. I was trying to get the perfect investigation. All I needed was, I think, one more sound recording, and it killed me. I do think sometimes going for perfect investigations, it's nice to do, but in terms of getting the in-game income, I feel like maybe sometimes it's just you're going to get more money faster, more efficiently by just going and doing another investigation instead of just getting the perfect. At least since the media update, anyway. And of course, playing alone. I think when you play with more players, it's obviously a bit easier to get all the media evidence. Let's have a look for Shannon. Excuse me. Thank you. Shannon. Ooh. I do like, they've done a recent update where the photo camera has the little thing there, like the video camera has, right? It highlights and tells you what the thing you're looking at is, if it's something that can be photographed for evidence. Which means if you're struggling to find the bone now, you can just have your photo camera out. Obviously it only works on the photo cameras that have a digital display, so the level 1 photo camera I don't think it works on. But so it will highlight the bone. If you're struggling to find the bone, just sweep your photo camera around and you will find it more easily. In Solus Ones, the chance of getting Doomslayer back to normal now. No, all the extra ghosts are still there. So they're at a new normal. The new normal is 1 in, how many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1 in 30 chance that it's a demon, and then whatever chance that it will activate its ability within the to kill you outside of normal hunting restrictions. No, all those extra ghosts. 30 ghosts now. All those extra ghosts are a permanent addition. But I'm not getting Doomslayed this round because it hasn't happened. And it would have happened, but oh, bone. But it's also very handy with the camera for the problem of not knowing, so you know before you click what it's capturing. So if it's the confusion over getting multiple pictures of the same thing when you don't need it is gone now. Okay, we're in here. Are there ghost orbs? Nope. You threw something. I think I'm too late to catch it on camera though. Okay, I don't see any ghost orbs. They might clip out of the building. They haven't. Door moved. Thank you. And again, we don't need that twice though. I wonder if the ghost likes campfire songs. Let me find out. Grab some matches. Grab some. Oi! Oh, I've already grabbed some matches. No. Let me grab the matches. There we go. My sanity is okay. Unrealistic. We'll grab a dots projector, a ghostwriting book, and an EMF reader. Whoa. Okay. And probably the headgear. Myself a torch. Does the ghost like campfire songs? We will light the campfire and play the guitar. Kumbaya, kumbaya. No? Okay. Tifa did a hydrate. Good girl, Tifa. Okay. Dots. Oh, dots can be awkward in here because of the cubicles. There. That should be okay. Book. EMF. Check the temperature again. Ooh. EMF 3. That was actually my knee because it got right in the way. Hello. Throwing my camera. Let's check the temperature again. Still only 1.9. EMF's only reached 3. Nothing on the camera. So we've got none of this right now. Put the ghostwriting book down, see if it does anything there. Although let's... Did you just... No, I picked it up. We'll just put it down normally for the moment. So I'm not just sitting... Oh! Dirty water in the sink. That's a nice photo. Turn those off. I think when it turns the taps on, that can be a video as well. If you catch it in time. What have we got? It's a lot of... Is that all in different directions? Oh, dots. Hello. Okay, so we've got some dots. Right, let's go and get some more. Well, that's annoying. Just as I walked out. Still not a shade. It's too active to be a shade. Way too active to be a shade. That's not ominous. That's not ominous at all. I'm sure it's fine. Right, and it can't be a shade anyway because shade doesn't give dots. I don't think we saw ghost orbs. I don't want to completely cross them off though. Sanity. Good morning, Lamode and Fred. Welcome in. How are you doing? How's your weekend going so far? Have you seen much of Pickle lately? Do I need a parabolic microphone, did it say? Yeah, let's try that. The thing that I find interesting about the parabolic microphone, unless they've changed it, when you're playing with other people and you're using in-game proximity chat, you can hear them from a distance with the parabolic microphone. Three? I give EMF 3. That's nothing. Where are you? I mean, clearly over there, but... Are you friendly? Hi. Oh, without camera as well. Fine. Let's drop that there. Where's the video camera gone? Where have you really been throwing that around? Okay. Can you walk through the dots again? I might need a second dots. You could do 2 dots and have them so that they're... When one's pointing this way, the other one's pointing that way. Let's go get the other... Object thrown. That work? Yes. Still in the EMF 3. I don't think we're going to get... So that's a very obvious activity. I don't think we're going to get EMF 5. I don't think we're going to get freezing temperatures either. I think that would be freezing by now if we were. Oh, what was that? What did that highlight? Can you take photos of objects thrown now? Dots Ghost. There we go. The ghost isn't actually in the photo, but that's fine. Who cares? We don't actually need evidence, do we? The mode is good. Is at a friend's house. They had a little gathering last night and stayed over, so Fred is home alone today and probably had his own party last night. Maybe Pickle was there, but Lloyd hasn't seen her in a couple of weeks. And she has feeder on a timer for Fred, so he would have had his breakfast this morning, and he'll be going home in a bit to see him. Fantastic. Hello, Mike. Welcome in. How are you doing? Mike loves the banner on top of the stream. Over there. Over there. Very good choice in his opinion. Yep. And as much as I am anti-AI, the banner and the tags as well, which it's lovely to see Samantha Teapot also as a Twitch partner, also is using my suggested opted out of AI training tag as well. It's not about being anti-AI, even though I am, in terms of Gen AI. It's about informed consent, because you don't have to tell. I could have that setting switched on to train Gen AI, which I don't, and I think if I did, that would probably have that statement over there would probably have some heavy legal ramifications for me. But I could have it switched on and not, and like if streams have it switched on, there's no obligation to tell you, which is a GDPR nightmare, to be fair. And I think it's I just think it's wrong. Informed consent is important. And that's more my point with having that written up there. Kim says they even admitted that they the people at Twitch who talked about it seem like they don't want it. Twitch themselves have opted out of it. It's like they're being made to do it by someone else. But this is the problem with a lot of LLMs and Gen AI, is that there are people at the top who think, oh, this is probably good, this is going to save us some money in the long run. So they've spent loads of money on it, and then no one's using it. So they're forcing people to use it because essentially they're forcing it on people and setting it to opt in and having it automatically at the top of your Google searches, have the bullshit AI summary. Those AI summaries are getting really insane now. I went and searched on Google for some lyrics for a song that I heard in a TV show, and I put the lyrics in, and the lyrics were, because I was thinking maybe it could be a good raid song, although then there would be, but I decided not to actually, because it's a licensed song. But I typed in the lyrics, which were, this is a raid, put your hands up, give me the money, and the Google AI summary told me not to threaten it. It sounds like a joke, right? It's not. It's not. It's funny, but it's like, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's a search bar. It's not actually talking to someone, but the Google AI summary thing is now reacting to people as though it's as though it's a person talking to it. It's insane. Fred has been good, says the mode, although she's not home right now, so he could be wrecking the joint. He could be. And that's supposed to be our future. And you've got people like Elon Musk being like, sit back and enjoy the ride and see what happens. It's like, it's easy for you to say. You're a billionaire and you're making money off of Gen AI. And if the bubble does burst, you're still going to be a billionaire. So you can sit back and enjoy the ride. The rest of us, no. Kim says AI really missed the fact that the I part is supposed to stand for intelligence, right? Exactly. Right, what's the ghost been up to while we've been chatting? The environmental consequences are nothing to be laughed at either, I know, right? And certain corporate assholes have really shown what they think of other humans by trying to talk about what how much water a human takes to get to age 21 and whatever, and it's like, that's a human though. That's a human. A human being is not a tool. Although obviously they think we are. It's really like gives away that they do not think of other people as people. What have we got on that? 3? No. Major rivers are already drying up this summer, that's right, with these. Well, I mean, this is it. All this heat is the result of global warming overall. And, yeah, it's just not helpful at all. Oh yeah, I was going to get another... Right, let's drop that here, that here. I'm just wondering when the people who sit there and go, I'll give it 5 or 10 years and it'll be fine, when they'll start realizing that if you need to give it 5 or 10 years, then it shouldn't be on the job. Like, AI is making mistakes that if a person made them, they would be fired at best, criminally prosecuted at worst, depending on the mistake. Good morning, Kemp. Welcome in. At 11:30, he's finally ready to face the world. No, that's fair. It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday. Absolutely fair. 11:30's early for a Sunday, I think. So when that's facing that way, we turn that one on. Now they're kind of facing the opposite times. Yeah, it's about integration. You keep using it, you get people used to it. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're forcing it on you because they've spent money on it. And eventually you'll be like, oh yeah, well we might as well use it then. Because you're not going to, yeah. But I just want to know when they're going to realise that that all these mistakes it's making, it shouldn't be, it should go away. Like the people who make the excuses for, oh, give it 5 to 10 years and it'll be fine. Well, then it should be training off the job, not on the job where it can risk lives and all the other shit, all the people getting criminal records because AI said so. Like when's it going to happen that someone is going to be criminally convicted and sent to prison for a crime they didn't commit, and at no step of the way has a human been involved, even in as judge or jury? And yeah, there are people in relationships. There are people who have legitimate AI boyfriends and girlfriends, and it's not even like a joke for them. They think that this AI is their partner, and of course because it's a very dodgy thing for people to have in a relationship, because it kind of feeds narcissism. Even if you're not narcissistic, you can, like, the way that AI is built to just be a yes man kind of thing and agree with you and build you up in ways that are unnatural and unrealistic, it's gonna cause you problems. A bit like the film Her, says the mode, if anyone's seen it. I haven't, but exactly, the AI doesn't say no because it won't say no because it's not programmed to say no. Although I did see something quite amusing once, where someone was interacting with an AI that was allegedly programmed to be a succubus for like a fantasy kink thing, and the AI opened with, "You look delicious, I want to devour you," and the person responded with the question, "What, you want to devour me?" To which the AI responded, "That's a bit personal. We've only just met. Don't you want to get to know each other first?" It's like, but the AI, So it's obviously not really programmed to be anything other than ChatGPT. It's just programmed to give a set opening thing that's on the theme, but then not actually be on that theme. It's really weird. And people pay for it. Has it turned this light on? No. Like, VR has technically been around since the 70s, says Kemp. Yeah. It was supposed to be good, but it kind of became good by not being VR, because Kinect is AR. Kinect is augmented reality, rather than VR. Thought-provoking film, system mode, is that her? Oh shit, it walked through the sort and I didn't get it. So yeah, there's the difference between VR and AR. So VR is when you have the thing here, and so it is all you can see and it's all you can experience, right? It's directly, you can't see or experience anything else. AR is when it's like integrated and overlaid. Here comes the soul, do-do-do-do. Welcome in, Solifis. How are you doing? Kemp, thank you very much for the 15 stream streak. A good example of augmented reality is Pokemon Go. It's like the easiest way to sort of say this is what augmented reality is. You point your camera at the real world and there's something else in the shot that's part of the game. Whereas virtual reality would be you put the screen here and it replaces the world fully. Oh, come on, let me get the footage right. I'm just going to try and work out what this ghost is. I'm not going to worry about getting all the evidence and stuff. We're just going to... This is an awkward room to get certain bits of evidence. It's going to kill me. It's hunting. I'm dead. There we go. Let's catch up with chat. Solifis. Sorry, did I not give the... Solifis is on a 130 stream streak. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the big streak. And Mike says 130. Get alive. Hey, if people want to come and watch me, Kim thinks there's a movie coming out soon with a similar premise: programmed AI companions that integrate into your home life. Clara and the Sun. And lots of streaks. We love the streaks. Was it you, Kemp, who was talking about the TV show you've been watching where it's basically, which unfortunately has ended up happening to a small extent, AI trying to identify crimes and getting it wrong? I had a look at it and it was made in 2016. It's made 10 years ago. I haven't watched any of it, but I found it on Netflix. And it's crazy. It was made in 2016 and it basically got certain things right. There's a guy with a criminal record because the state he lives in America just getting arrested. Like in the UK, you might get caution. Person of interest, that's the thing that Kemp was talking about, yes. But there was a guy in real life in America. AI solving crimes, getting it wrong, says Kim. Sounds like her playing Detroit Become Human. Yeah. But there was a real, so there's a real person in America with a criminal record because the state he's in. So like in the UK, if you get arrested, you might get a caution. The caution stays on your criminal record for about 6 months. In certain parts of America, you get arrested, and just the fact that you were arrested is on your record for life, even if you were completely innocent. The fact that you were arrested for it, under suspicion, whatever, will stay on your record for life. And even in the UK, you only get a caution if there's a good, reasonable, like, yes, you probably did. But Well, usually. But this guy, it's because an AI face recognition decided that he was a person who he wasn't, who had been banned from a casino, so he was trespassing and committing that crime. If that what he was that person, but he wasn't. And the police officer, there's footage from the police officer's camera of him holding up the two different images where the guys look so different. Maybe at a stretch they could be cousins, but they look so different from each other. And the police officer's basically just trying to justify his faith in AI by saying, yeah, I mean, look, they look so, like, look at the nose. The nose was the most different part of the fucking face. It's insane. And this police officer's just like, yeah, because the AI said so, I'm going to arrest the guy. And it's like it is only a matter of time before that becomes a lot more commonplace and starts replacing judges and jurors, even if we let it keep going the way it is. And it sounds like I'm catastrophizing, but if you had said like 15 years ago, oh yeah, AI is going to be causing people to be incorrectly arrested, you'd think that was catastrophizing. Kemp is out. Technically, it starts criminal cases, but the TV show that he's watching, but it does expand to enslavement. Fantastic. And with that, he's out. Thank you for dropping in, Kemp. Have a wonderful Sunday. Mike does say American cops aren't the best example anyway, so he's not surprised. Yeah. Right, the lobby code is in the lobby codes of the Discord if anyone wants to jump in and join in. With some Phasmo, I am going to head back into another map myself now, though. Let's do... on my own, let's do Tanglewood. How much money I've got? I've not got. I need to successfully identify the ghost and get out. Otherwise, I won't have enough money for my loadout. Sophis wonders why some people don't dare to go against the information they've been given and rather arrest someone incorrectly than releasing someone who shouldn't have been arrested. Yeah. Yeah, it's the thing is, and there was another case that I mentioned in a previous stream where AI, or in maybe not in a stream, but definitely in Discords, there was an AI camera monitoring cameras. A lot of that is just being left to AI in certain areas now, just identifying threats and issues on camera. And the AI incorrectly identified a crisp packet as a gun, and gave the alert, and officers were dispatched to the location. And I get that. I get as soon as you get the alert, dispatch officers. But then a human should look at the images, right, and see that it's not a gun, and then radio the officers who have been dispatched, say, actually, it's all right, you can come back. But they didn't. So at no point between the alert and the officers arriving on scene did anyone look at it and see that it's not a gun. And so these were like 14-year-old kids who had armed officers approaching with guns drawn. And again, this was in America. And I think the kids were not white. So given America, I think they're lucky to be alive. Not because they would have deserved it, but because America's fucked up like that. And it's... yeah. Mike would jump in, but he's promised some friends and old teammates that some new liveries to use in the next racing season, so he's going to be doing that. Oh, nice, you're designing some liveries, that's cool. And yes, Office says there are some people with power who just love to use the power, whether they are allowed to or not. Yeah. Hello, Fernando. Welcome in. How are you doing? Hope you're having a... yes, you've come in on a lovely discussion about things. But I mean the police in America, not America in general, but like obviously some things. I think it's possibly gotten a little better, but in terms of those things. But yes, welcome in, Fernando. Hope you're doing well. We are looking for Joe Norris.
Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
Okay. Let's go into Granny's house. Fernandy says doing well and luckily alive. Yep. Yep. The Americans haven't reached him yet. But yeah, the issue is more AI being given too much trust and leeway. And I think, given what it actually is, LLMs, and it's just being called AI in the same way as, like, you know, the AI in a video game isn't AI, but we call it AI because it's doing a function on its own. But LLMs are the glorified spelling and grammar check. Very, very well done spelling, grammar checks, and predictive text algorithms, and just use them as that. Right? Write an email, get Copilot to look at it and say, oh, actually, this should be phrased like this, or that should be spelt like that. Don't get Copilot to write the email for you. Certainly don't get it to pick your outfit. Or it's a chatbot, says Mike, made to talk and not to trust with facts. Yeah. Bone? Oh, it's there. I was like, but that's the dog bone. No, it's this bone here. Especially when you consider that basically what it's doing is it's just looking up stuff very quickly. And you can, and it's obviously been shown a lot that because of how much of a toilet the general internet is in terms of opinions and prejudices, it can very easily be, that can very easily fuck. Like the whole concept of, we have, hello Sith, hello, how are you doing? This is Phasmo while bitching about AI. Welcome in. But like the whole concept of like training Twitch. Can we get a shout out for Sith as well, please? Sith plays a lot of retro games with a very cozy, chill, friendly vibe. If you're not following him, please do so. You won't regret it. Yeah, but the whole thing of like, do the people making AI really want it trained on Twitch chats? I like some of in the wider community, some of the chats. I mean, even my chat sometimes can get a bit unhinged. But there are like, do you really want AI being trained on? It's a fun chat to be in as a person, but for AI to learn how to behave, do you really want to be training it on, for example, Cactus Snacks chat? Fun chat to be in as a person, but for an AI to learn how to be a person, Kevin Scully's chat can get quite unhinged. Again, fun and interesting to be in as a person, but for an AI to learn how to be, risky. Risky. And Kim's chat as well, yeah. Who wouldn't want their AI talking about Maida and Leon Kennedy's juicy cheeks? Exactly. Like, if you train an AI, you're gonna get, like, there's so much unhinged stuff that's amazing fun to participate in as a person, but like, and to watch as a person, because we're not just talking about the chat, we're talking about the actual streams as well. But like, it's yeah. Can AI understand the concept of inside jokes and sarcasm? If it can't understand, Sol, were you here when I said this, or did you join after? I searched for some song lyrics that were this is a raid, put your hands up, give me the money. And AI, the chat, the Gemini, whatever it is, that is the automatic thing at the top of Google search results, told me not to threaten it. So if it can't understand that me typing something into a search engine means I'm looking for it and not making a threat, I don't think it's going to understand inside jokes and sarcasm. Hi, Tifa. Hello. Hi. How are you? Yeah, she wants to be on stream. Hello. Come up here then. Come up. Come up. Come up. Come, Tifa. Ah.
How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
Huvingay thinks Tifa's a good girl, and she is. Hi, Tifa. Hi. There you go. Yeah. And she's gone. She's gone over to Kizzy, who has the treat box. Good girl. Yeah. Kizzy, the disembodied hand. Right, we need a book. While I'm playing on my own, I'm just not going to worry about perfects unless they're going to be really easy to get. Just because of the time that it takes to do it. Wee, Phantom Hand, says Hooving Girly, yep. Out of Kizzy and Seth, Tifa's the best housemate, yeah. No comment. Okay, we'll put the book down. I already got a photo of EMF readings, didn't I? Oh, that was Dots. That was the ghost in the dots. That wasn't me. That was the ghost. So Office watched Oppenheimer again this morning, and we'll take a walk in the nice weather later. How's everyone's day been so far? It's been good. I have had a bit of a lie-in before setting up for Phasmo. And then, oh, was that 5? Was the EMF 5 then? No, the ghosts in the dots. I think the EMF might have been 5, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's see if it wants to talk to me. Where are you? What do you want? Are you friendly? Mike said it before, why go outside when bed is warm and soft? I see your argument. If it was EMF 5, what can we get? Wait, Dildogast? What? Dildogast, that's new. That's new. Dildogast. Let's read about it while it kills me, probably. Having tampered with other people's property and life, in death the Dildogast is doomed to fixate on anything misplaced. At the beginning of an investigation, it has an upper hand. It can be slowed down by both the living and the dead. Oh, so you can interact with it as when you're dead. Oh, if only there were no mosquitoes inside, Sith. I am covered in mosquito bites. They're kind of going away now, but we've got there, got 2 there, we've got 1 there, 2 there, another one over here, 1 under here, 1 on my thigh. There are mosquitoes inside. They get everywhere. And we have netting and stuff as well, but Okay, so we have dots, we have ghostwriting. I think we had EMF 5. I should have just looked at it now because it was going, wasn't it?
An attack.
No, we do not have EMF 5 because we have the Spirit Box, which makes it a Diogen, which is a slow ghost. So we could get... nah, let's not worry. Of course mosquitoes love summer, says Mike. Yep, absolutely. Right. Diogen, oh I haven't actually circled it, let's do that. Doesn't count unless you circle it, even if it's the only one left in the book.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Money, money, money. Only $1,000. That's okay. Do you have some ads coming up in about 4 minutes or so? Let's do Ridgeview Court. The one is the one that had the recent upgrade. This looks like a game Sith would enjoy. Yeah, it's a very like you go now when you first play it, if you're playing on your own or with people who haven't played it before, you won't have access to all of these. You have to level up to gain access to them. But yeah, you go in with your ghost hunting, and the same with the ghost hunting gear. A lot of the ghost hunting gear you have to unlock. But yeah, you go in, you use the ghost hunting equipment. There's a tutorial that tells you how to do it. And it's kind of logic-y. The ghost will... you get the evidence, and as you narrow it down, and you can, once you get better at it and more confident with identifying the ghosts, you can set it so each ghost gives 3 evidence. So if we say we've got the dots projected, the ultraviolet, and the freezing temperatures, that can be nothing, okay? And the ghost orb, that can be a banshee. And that can only be a banshee. But without the ghost orbs, it could be any of these, and these would need something else, like ghost writing would make it a bambo. But the ghost gets angry and can kill you, and each ghost has slightly different behaviours as well. Georgia Rhodes. And they've added like 6 or 7 new ghosts this year. They really pushed updates this year. And then if you want to get a perfect investigation, you can complete the 3 objectives on the board, which are also in the overview. And then also get... They have to be of different things. 5 photos, 5 videos, and 5 sounds. Now the sounds... You can have a sound, video, and photo if something gives all 3 evidence, like crucifix burning. That will count as separate, but each photo has to be of something different. So you can't do 3... photos of burned crucifixes, for example, even if they're different crucifixes. You can still capture the photos, videos, and sounds if they're the same thing, but it won't give you a perfect investigation, which gives you a big financial bonus for your in-game stuff. And that's the loop. You get your money, you buy... Oh, this I meant to go to a different house, but that's fine. We can do this one. Hello. That was straight away. This is not the house I meant to go to, but we're fine. We'll do this house. Right, well that mist form came straight down from me immediately from over here, so maybe the ghost is upstairs. I found out about this game, as I think a lot of people did, during COVID. I was watching Outside Xbox and Eurogamer playing it a lot. This and Among Us, they played a lot during lockdowns. They became stream channels. Right, we've got an ad break in about 30 seconds. Maybe I shouldn't have started the thing yet. Normally I go out of gameplay during the ad break so that people who are subject to ads don't miss anything, but that'll be difficult to do for 3 minutes with this. We'll do it. We'll let the ghost chill for 3 minutes. It's fine. So that people who are subject to ads don't miss any gameplay. We're going to jump on over to chat. And I'm going to have to do one of these off the top of my head today because I haven't written down, I haven't brainstormed a bunch of them. So we're going to do a truth or lie for the people not subject to ads. I'm going to tell you something about my life. You have to decide whether you think it is true or whether it's a lie. Now let me try and think of something interesting that may or may not have happened to me. And that I haven't already told you. That's true. When I was about 15, there was a bully in my school who was an absolute dickhead. I called him out, punched him in the face. It seems like no one had ever stood up to him before because he just ran off crying when I did. And then this was during lunchtime, and after lunch I was called into the deputy headmaster's office where he said, the deputy headmaster said to me something like, "Well done, he's a dick, but next time don't do it in school." Is this true or is it a lie? You can use channel points if you have them, and if you are allowed to in the region where you are watching, to put into a prediction and maybe win some channel points back if you predict correctly. Mike says if I write them down because he could technically cheat, and she is Belgian, so she doesn't trust it. 10,000 points are in lie. Someone has already put into it being a lie, very, very certainly. You can ask questions. You can try and get more information. Try and catch me out on it if you think it's a lie. Before you commit, you've got around a minute left. 5,000 points are in true. Mike says a principal being supportive of you standing up for yourself. Impossible. So we've got 5,000 points in true, 10,000 points in lie right now. 12,000 points in lie right now. This was at my secondary school. Kizzy says, "Hey, I'm honourable, thank you very much." I don't think Kizzy looked at them. I don't think Kizzy looked at any of them because I'm pretty sure she incorrectly guessed on a couple of them when I wrote them down. Basically, I've got this big deck of blank cards. And just to help with it, like, so the other week I brainstormed and we went through them quite quickly and just wrote down on them, and then when I've written down a few, shuffle them up and draw them so that it's Hoovingeli says this is 100% true. We've got about 10 seconds probably left for you to vote in this. Kizzy's actually refrained from participating if she happens to know whether it is, have that prior knowledge of whether it's true or not. Right, welcome back from the ads. Thank you very much for sticking around. If you did so, I hope you didn't get tempted to buy anything too expensive or unnecessary. Buy them. You're just in time for me to end the prediction and tell you that actually it is true. Yes, when I was around 15, I punched a bully in the face. He immediately ran off crying, told a teacher. I got called into the deputy headmaster's office, deputy principal's office, assistant principal, whatever you would call it. But for us, it's deputy headmaster, where he told me that he congratulated me because the kid is a dickhead. And just told me that next time I do it, make sure I don't do it on school grounds. Yeah. It's a thing. It's a thing, you know, you get those people who use sort of squaring up and be like, I'll do this, but like, you know, And you can tell when they're not going to. And at the time,
Hubert is love. Hubert is life.
at the time, I had that sort of lack of control over my impulses that I was like, well, okay, I'm just going to punch you. If you're threatening me and not doing anything. We've got a Hubert Architect redeemed. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, 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 bum. Thank you very much for redeeming that, Mike. Right, let's jump on back over to the game. And it was Mike and Hoovy and Gurley who correctly guessed, so enjoy the channel points. And the ghost has been left to run riot for 3 minutes. Let's see what it's been up to. I don't think I left anything in there that it can interact with, actually. So, yeah, I brought everything out with me. Okay. Let's go back in. So 3 minutes to warm up. The ghost has been sat there staring out of the window for whatever room it's in. What? Why are they still here? Why isn't he coming back in? Oh, you've got this as a free. Is it included? Sith has found that this is free in Xbox. Is it in Game Pass at the moment? He's going to play it today. Fantastic. You'll find there is quite a big community of streamers who play it. Many of them will be better at it than I am as well. So, I mean, I have got all the trophies. I'm playing it on PlayStation, except the one trophy that is the most random and requires the most random chance out of all of them. All the ones that require some combination of skill and persistence I have. But I used to play it last year. I played it a lot. Played it a lot last year. And it is a kind of thing, and especially since they've added a lot of new things this year, it is one of those things where you kind of have to be... Like, if you leave it for a while, you can definitely, unless you are amazing at it, you can definitely lose your knack for it. Going for about another 2 hours or so, asks Sol. Yes, about that. Because he says, watch Seth get Doomslayed later today on Twitch. Well, hopefully. We hope so. So that's the one trophy I need. It's basically, you have to... The chance of, out of all 30 available potential ghosts, it is specifically a demon. And then the chance that it uses its special ability to ignore the hunting rules that you've set, that are set by the difficulty, and just hunt you within the first minute of the level. Oh, Sith! Watch Sith get... Yeah. Watch Sith get Doomslayed. Yeah. Yeah. That would be funny. I have... How many hours do I have in this according to PlayStation right now? 325 hours in this game. And I have not had this random chance thing come off. But I know people who have had it come up. Have had it happen to them like the first time they've played. We've got a lovely... Oh, we've got freezing temperatures. That's one thing. Sol is going to leave a lurk. Thank you very much for lurking. And enjoy your walk. Okay, we've got freezing temperatures and the ghost is in this area. We can play the piano. I do want to learn that and go to one of the train stations in London that has pianos that people can play. And just play it and see if anyone recognises. I think it's probably an actual classical piece, but I'm not sure. There's a little Tifa paw in my laplets. Oh, Tifa. Ah, me without a video camera as the door moves. Right, what are we at? 3. Oh, this could be twins. Because it's doing stuff in opposite areas at the same time. Right, let's go and get some more gear, though. I adjusted this up a bit too far. Let's put it there. The train station near Mike has a guy that every day around 10 AM plays the Pirates of the Caribbean original soundtrack on the piano. That's brilliant. I do like it when people who are you should always try and credit the person if you can. And if you're literally there while they're doing it, you can easily ask them. Oh, was that a ghost orb? It's ghost orbs! Okay. So for those who aren't familiar, so we had freezing temperatures. Now the Mimic will give, so they all give 3 evidences except the Mimic. The Mimic will give ghost orbs, but if you mark ghost orbs, the Mimic disappears. So if you see ghost orbs along with anything else that the Mimic can be, which I think is, I can't remember, UV, yeah, and Spirit Box, yeah. So if you have freezing temperatures, Spirit Box, and UV, it's the Mimic. But if you have, and it's still, even if you play on the harder modes where they don't give the full 3 evidences, like if you're playing on a 2 evident where the ghost is giving you 2 evidences, the Mimic will give you 2 evidences and still give you ghost orbs. So it's a really nice way to identify it. But the other thing is that the Mimic will be mimicking another ghost. So I think it was mimicking the twins, because it mimics the ability of another ghost, and it's really annoying when you want to get Doomslayed for the trophy and you think a demon is coming for you 20 seconds into the level. But no, it's a Mimic copying the demon's ability, so it doesn't count. Not that that's happened to me and I'm bitter about it or anything. Right. So this is this. I think this is a Mimic. Oh, it could with freezing temperatures still be the twins though, but not with freezing temperatures and ghost orbs. So I think this could be the Mimic mimicking the twins. Am I confident enough to just circle Mimic and go? No. Let's get some more info. So Spirit Box I think is Mimic. Spirit Box and UV. It does then guide me, because I think it is probably the Mimic. Guides me for what I'm going to check. To confirm. No ghostwriting while I was gone. That's still only 2. You have to be careful with salt. I don't think they fixed this. But if I put the salt on the carpet, so what happens with the salt is the ghost will walk through it, and if it leaves UV as an evidence, it will have UV footprints. But if you put the salt on a rug like this, the footprints could be underneath the rug and you won't be able to see them. Whereas if you just put it on normal carpet like that, that's different. Hello. You don't want that. It's being really active. What's my sanity at? Just over 50%. Right, we've got UV. And the UV will stick around for a bit to be a photo. There's an EMF reading, it's not 5, so I think we'll get... I'm going to go and take some sanity meds just in case, and then we'll come back and check the spirit box. Fuck! Ah, damn. Just as I got to the door. Right, let's quickly circle Mimic before it loads out the level. There we go, because I'm pretty sure that was a Mimic. Even though it killed me, I can still get it right. Hantu! I was wrong. Okay. Kim didn't know they could leave UV in the salt. Yeah, UV footprints. It's a way to force it if they're not putting UV handprints anywhere. Or fingerprints on the... So they can put UV handprints on glass and UV fingerprints on light switches. And if they walk through the salt, they can use UV... it was a Hantu. Which I would have known with the ghost orbs if I hadn't been thinking it was a Mimic pretending to be twins, because when... Which I thought because at one point there were things happening in completely opposite directions, giving EMF readings. But they were, I guess, within a small enough radius, to be fair. They were within a small enough radius that it... didn't necessarily mean it was twins. The thing with twins is it's still one ghost, but it has a much wider radius. Like, mechanically. Obviously, thematically it's two ghosts, but mechanically it's one ghost and it just has a much wider radius of where it can affect things. Hello, Bandit. Welcome in, and thank you for the 75 stream streak. Thank you very much. How are you doing, Bandit? How is... can we get a shout out for Bandit as well? Bandit is a... Bandit's an actual pro gamer. If you want to see an actual pro gamer, go and watch Bandit. Fall Guys Master in particular. How many crowns do you have now? And did you help your friends get... They were trying to get 10,000 and 11,000, weren't they, your friends? Did they hit their targets the other day? Right, how are we doing on daily tasks? Need to reach 0 sanity. Has that really not happened? Ooh, survive with only the starter items. The funny thing about survive with only the starter items as a daily task, unless they've patched it, you can literally... I'll show you what you can do to get that daily task. You don't have to get the ghosts right, you just have to not die. So, if I disable my loadout, and that's the starter items, the items that it gives you that you don't have to buy, and we'll just go anywhere, and we'll ready up, showing you some cheese, some delicious cheese. So, tasty, tasty cheese. Fall Guys and Hitman. Bandit is genuinely world class, yeah. And Bandit does make some amazing... If you look on my YouTube, it's plugging myself and Bandit at the same time here. If you have a look at my YouTube and find my Hitman, so the first link will take you to my standard, just to my YouTube page. The second link will take you to my specific Phasmophobia playlist. But if you find on my YouTube my Hitman streams, many of them are me playing custom contracts on Hitman that Bandit has made, and they're amazing. They're so much fun to play. And we give you the code in there to so that you can try them yourself. Bandit did help his friends reach their crown goals. Fantastic. Right, so meanwhile, I was saying this is how to cheese the survive with only starter items. I've come in here with only the starter items. I've opened this, and now I'm just gonna, like, let's just circle whatever and leave. So I haven't even gone in, haven't tried to identify the ghost. Unless they've patched it out, this should give me that that daily task. It's only 100 in-game dollars for it, but
Welcome back.
yeah, survive with only the starter items. I didn't even go in the house. It's a boring way to cheese it, but if you don't feel that you're good enough or confident enough to survive with only the starter items, although if you're level 1 and you've never played the game before, you're going to have to do that anyway, potentially, or at least try to. And that's completed. Mike is currently designing liveries for his friends who do racing tournaments with him. And one of them has requested the most cursed livery ever, he says. A car filled with anime horse girls, send help. When you say horse girls, do you mean like girls who like horses, or do you mean anthropomorphic lady horses? Girls with horses and tails. Okay. Okay. Because he says umamasume. Is that what they're called? Horse ladies. Umamasume. So I knew about kitsune being a fox person. And is cat just Neko? No, Neko is cat. Neko is cat. Uma is horse. So it would be Nekosume for a cat girl? Nekonasume? Right, it's Willow Street is the most recently updated map, isn't it? Let's go to Willow Street. Harold Moore. Well, maybe we want to Harold less. Because he says I was a thing that happened. What? Right. So the ghost has a masculine name, so it cannot be a Banshee or a Diane. That's a thing. Now we're going into the rich person's house. Oh wait, hold on. Wait. Let's put down the EMF because I want to steal their Nintendo Switch. I mean, I've got a Switch too, but we're going to steal this rich person's Nintendo Switch before we investigate their house for a ghost. We'll just say the ghost it was needed for ectoplasmic evidence. Here's the Switch. Look. Let's take it. Just put this in the van. We need it for ghost evidence. The ghost covered it in ectoplasm. You wouldn't want to touch it. Anyway, it's... Yep, that's why. It's not just because I want to have it or sell it. It's... Yep. Wait, there's a TV show and game about horse people, anime horse people? Is the game something I should play on stream? Probably not. Kizzy said no. Hello Pebs, welcome in. How are you doing? Can we get a shout out for Pebs, please? Bone! The horse girl game is... Wait a minute. Hello, all says Pebs. Just a short visit today. Heading out soon before the shops close at 4. Oh god, yeah, it's Sunday. Shops do that, don't they? On The thing that I this is the thing that I just dislike about Sunday. I don't like Sundays purely because you'll go out and be like, oh, I just need to quickly go to the shops. It's 5 o'clock. Shops will still be open. No, they're closed. Why? Don't tell me it's because of Christianity, because Christianity says no work at all on Sunday. It doesn't say work a little bit and then close. It says don't do it at all, so it's not that. Ooh, EMF 4. Oh, lots of EMF. Hello, very active, definitely not a shade. Yeah, if you're not following Pebs, please go and give her a follow. Maybe it wants to play pool with me. Can I pick up the pool cue? Do you think there's a pool thing? Do you think there's a thing with the pool balls in here, like there is in the lighthouse? There's only one pool ball though, so it'd be about where you put it. The pool cue is kind of pointing. Thank you, Pebs, for the 7-stream streak. Thank you very much. Pebs is doing a Dark Urge Baldur's Gate 3 run, which I don't want to watch too much of because I have only played a certain way into Baldur's Gate 3, but I do want to watch some of. But with viewer interaction and choices on the dialogue choices. Right, like a Twitch integration thing. The pool cue was pointing at that hole over there, so I'm going to try and throw this ball into that hole and see if it does anything. Can't remember the drop button. Won't actually let me drop the ball. Won't let me. There we go. Go on, in the hole. In the hole. Get in the hole. And you're mostly going with your choice. That didn't do anything. Okay. So there's a pool table in the lighthouse level. Get in the hole. Whee! There's a pool table in the lighthouse level where if you throw the correct balls in the correct order into any hole, there's one where it's easier to throw them into. Then it triggers an Easter egg. It's the first step in an Easter egg. Right, so the ghost is definitely down here. Let's go and get some stuff. What's my sanity doing? My body is in the way of my sanity. Watch. Okay. Let's go upstairs. We know where the ghost is. We turned that on. Let's put some lights on to keep our sanity maintained as we walk to and from. I do have ghost roaming, medium I think, and low chance of ghost changing room. Favourite room. So the ghost will wander around and might decide it wants to go and live somewhere else. But even if I don't watch all of your, once you get to the sort of point where I've reached when I've been playing Baldur's Gate myself, Pebs, I will still give you lurks when I can. But you're also doing some Mass Effect 3. And he's doing something else. Skyrim, that's the one. Oh, if I hold left on the D-pad, it will let me look at my watch. Right. Thank you, Andy. What's my sanity doing? I literally just looked at my watch to look at it. And now I'm like, wait, what was it? Mike has put the most cast car ever, crucifix. I like to live dangerously. We'll get the crucifix later. Mike, if you want to see the most cast car ever, it's in the pictures channel in our Discord. If you want to put if the mod can put our Discord up in the chat, come along and join, hang out with a lovely group of people. Most of us are, anyway. And keep up to date on mine, Solifis, and Miss James Ether streams. Feel free to join us in the Discord. EMF is still only 3. Which door was that? That one. There we go. Okay, no ghost orbs. Let's redo the temperatures. You're very active. You're very active. Sounded like it was trying a lock. Creepy. Let's pop that up there. Let's pop that there. I'm not going to try for perfects. It's the butcher. Oh, did you see it? I wasn't looking. How did I not see it? So at the moment it's the butcher. Because one ghost is a shapeshifter. A Baki, isn't it? It's a shapeshifter. Okay. I don't think we've got any. Yeah, unless it's the Abaki. But that's a good way to know if it's definitely a Abaki, if it shows itself a lot. It's definitely not. I would be very, very surprised if it was a shade, with all that activity it was giving. 70? More sanity than I have in real life, but let's take some pills. We'll bring this, we'll bring a crucifix this time. I'm not too fussed about getting a perfect investigation, but I would like some money. So, see if we can get some sound recordings. Down the stairs. Put the crucifix on here. Hasn't written anything in my book. Well, tell me a story. Draw me a picture. I'm getting shy now. Where are you?
Not far from there.
Cool. Spirit box. Where did I put my video camera? Oh no, photo camera. I want this. What do you want?
Left hurt after.
There we go. We can. Well. Another. So. There's a specific growly noise that only the Diogen can make through the spirit box, and it'll just do it randomly if it's near it without you having to interact with it. So I might turn that on for the moment. Although it's definitely active around here and it's not appearing in the dots. The Diogen sound right in your ear and the Banshee scream as well, yeah. Creepy noises. The Banshee scream doesn't come through the spirit box though, does it? It comes through the this and this. Or does it come through the spirit box? Let's get another dots projector and put it. It's quite an angry ghost, doing a lot of throwing stuff around, so it can't be a demon. Cormos. It's one of the newer ones, but I think it's an angry one. Well, the Banshee screen can rarely come through the spirit box. Interesting. Cormos have an incredibly strong hearing, but are nearly blind. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I don't think this... Well, the aggressiveness isn't indicating that it's Cormos anyway. It could still be the Cormos. I've often commented on the Cormos being very similar to the zombie that I used to be. I used to get paid to be a zombie that was blind, but well, was like the Cormos, almost blind, but had amazing hearing, and would I was basically paid to freak people out while they were trying to solve puzzles. It was great. Good fun. There's the lights for this section. This one. Now no, I turned that light on, didn't I? Right, let's put another dots here just in case the ghost. I mean, I think these will count as different rooms, but the ghost might wander a little. Hello, you are in the dots. That's slightly more chance that you're a Diogen. Diogen is ghostwriting, which you have not done. I think Diogen's ghostwriting. It's one of my favourite ghosts because it's slow. Yeah, I can put some salt down. Oh yeah, it can still be the Wraith. Very good. It's not written in the book. I think it would have done by now if it could. Can't be a back anymore. Okay. Whee. Would UV be a thing as well? UV could be phantom, so we'll do that. Let's have another sanity pill. The sanity pills give quite... I've got them set to only give 20%, so that should be fine. Just to be sure. The Ogun has a slightly higher hunt threshold, not as much as the demon. I don't think it is the Ogun, because it would have written in the book by now. Nope, those aren't the stairs. Let's check the book. Yeah, it's thrown the book, which means it's less likely to be a ghost that writes in the book. Where are you wandering around? Here's a good shout. Although I want to see it, because just because it doesn't disturb the salt. Okay, I feel like it's interacting with stuff here, so it's probably walking here, but we can make sure. Can you walk around? Can you come around here? No, come this way. This bastard. We can make sure by putting a motion sensor, so if the motion sensor goes off and the salt is not disturbed. What a troll! Salt? What salt? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Pebs. But we can put a motion sensor by the salt. Or if we come down and the salt's disturbed, then we know it's not. Okay, we use that salt. That could go. Now, if it walks to the salt when I'm up here, I think the UV might still be there. What did I come up to get? What am I doing? What am I doing in the motion sensor? There we go. I think I've got... Well, I can't run. Oh no, did I turn sprinting back on? In this difficulty setting? No. No. I might be back down in time to see the UV footprints if it walked through the salt. It has walked through the salt, so it's not a wraith. We don't need the motion sensor. We're playing a video game. So it's not a wraith. So we're looking for ghostwriting for a Diogen, UV for the Phantom. Can't be freezing temps. Is it ghost orbs for the yokai? It's ghost orbs for the yokai. So I don't think we've got a yokai. Just making sure it's still here. Hello, welcome in Curve Blitz. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great weekend. We do not seem to have ghost orbs unless they're glitching. I'm gonna say no ghost orbs. And I don't think it's... Damn you! Disappearing. I don't think it's the Diogen because the book's been thrown. I feel like I can safely leave and say Phantom. It's been very active and aggressive though. But that doesn't... That just means it's not the Shade. Curve blitzes very well. And has been... is good so far for the weekend. Been working in a family barbecue, but today's a chill day. Hopping between games you love and games for work. Yeah, I'm doing alright, thank you very much. Doing well. Yeah, just having a chill weekend. Streaming and gaming. Mostly.
Welcome back.
Phantom,
There's
good.
jobs ready for
Right. I do like that the game, you can work it out by what isn't there, as well as by what is there. I'm still hoping for Doomslays, and the closest thing you can do to push it is to go on Camp Woodwind, because it's the smallest, most open map in terms of the ghost reaching you. Shall we try? It's been a while since I've done it, and when I played it more often I could do it, but with the new ghosts that I'm not familiar with, it's tentative, but we'll try with 2 evidence. Kerblitz is a self-confessed Faz Pro. You're taking a short break from Funnel Runners work. Funnel Runners rings a bell. I'm not sure I'm familiar.
Alright, we're here. Take
Andrew Young,
and prepare a
so we can immediately cross off
investigation.
Banshee and Diane.
The ghost here seems to be linked to a cursed object.
It's a new PC a storm hunting game. Okay. Funnel Runners. Funnel Runners. Right, I'll try and remember that. I'll look for it on Steam. Right, let's go. Ooh, I don't want to bring that actually. I want that, and that. Right. Been a while. Last time I tried 2 evidence, I was playing the game a lot more frequently. But we'll see. No worries, Bebs. Have a great afternoon. Thank you for dropping by. See you soon. How does Funnel Runners play, Blitz? Sounds interesting. Just from it being a storm hunting game. A storm chasing game, rather. Is that the last livery that you've been asked to do, Mike? The horse girl livery? Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't... you missed me getting a ghost correct. Oh, you had 2 to do after that. Maybe I can only get ghosts correct when Mike isn't here. Does Mike curse me? Oh, I didn't read a properly respond as well to you talking about the what the horse girl game is, because it sounds freaky. It sounds very the horse girl game that your friend's into. So it's anthropomorphic horse people like cat girls, horse girls, girls with horse tails and ears. And you bet on them in races. That sounds... I mean... No, it's worse, says Mike. Okay, I'm not seeing any ghost orbs. Let's save the bunny. We'll leave these here for now. You don't bet on them, what? You just watch them race? Please don't tell me you smack them with riding crops while they run. Please. The Funnel Hunters game, however, which does sound good. Blitz is saying, you are a group of employees of up to 8 people that have to scavenge parts from the map while dodging tornadoes. Also acid rain, hail and lightning to repair your van and escape before the F5 tornado. That sounds pretty good. We do community game stream every second Saturday of every month. I might look into that. Of course, it would then need other people to have it. But it does sound like a good game. Right, we've got dots, we've got a book, we've got, let's grab EMF. Where did I drop the EMF there? And Mike for the horse girl racing game, which I'm not going to play. You gamble to get a horse character, then you train them in a career, and then you PvP race. You gamble to get the character who is just a girl with horse ears and tail. Your friend wants you all to play this. You've done some of the tutorial and you don't want to carry on. Yeah. 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 No. I've played some weird games, but I'm... I'll try funnel runs though. I'll try that. Thanks for giving us the description of that, Blitz. Right. What's the EMF doing? 2? Come on. I give EMF 2 in my sleep. You bet with your friend, and if you lose, you have to make him a livery, and he made you make a horse girl livery. Yeah. Yep. Okay, we could probably, this is an open area, so we could probably do with having both of the dots. Let's put this one over this side. What did you throw? Are you throwing my camera? Can't record you throwing my camera. Throw something else. No? Okay. Need to remember I've set it to 2 evidence now, so I'm not going to get all... because I've done that before. I set it to 2 evidence and then forgot. And was like, where's the 3rd evidence? Not coming because I didn't have it on. Let's probably drop a crucifix. Then we'll bring the spirit box. It's doing stuff while I'm around. Probably not a shade. I haven't written in the book. Where are you? Why did I do that? Why did I switch off it right after I asked before it gave a response? Where are you? Not sure right now. Okay. Maybe it's a no, maybe it's a not right now. Let's bring the other one of these in. I'm not going to go for a perfect, but motion sensor would help. possibly. What about the motion sensor there? I don't like that it's angled upwards though. Yeah, that's not. No. What about this pole? There we go. Should probably bring 2 motion sensors when I come to this map though. What do you want? Are you friendly? Are you still here? My breath's gone. Have you changed room? No, my breath's back. You're fine. Okay. Yeah, let's grab the other dots. Oh, I did grab the other dots. I want it to be about there. And let's turn off for a moment. Oi, turn off. There we go. So I want it. To be on now, so that one of them is always pointing into the middle. Or almost always. What's 4? Come on. Nothing so far. I'm going to put some... I thought I saw something in the dots then, but it might have just been the ghost doing the event and not being in the dots. So that is going quite quickly, even for my difficulty setting, which is potentially a sign. What are you? Are you a Andrew? So it could be a Moroi, not a Banshee. Is it Moroi? I'm getting the wrong one. Right. Can you just do me a favour, Andrew, and walk over here, please? Andrew. Andrew Young. Stop being mid. We used to call the ghosts mid a lot, and it would trigger hunts. I don't think it. I think it was coincidental and confirmation bias, but there you go. You walk through the salt. No UV. That doesn't mean no UV because I'm only on 2 evidence. I've got no evidence. You've not written in the book. You've not given me UV. It's a 100% chance. So I think. So it would have appeared. You've not shown yourself in the dots. What was that? EMF, just a general EMF reading. Okay. No EMF 5. EMF is 4. Though. But I would have thought that was made it 5 if it's making it 4 there. So there's no UV visible at the moment. Didn't see ghost orbs. Not seen you in the dots. You're not giving EMF 5. You do know, Andrew, that 2 evidence means you still have to give 2 evidence, right? Definitely around here. How old are you? Are you friendly? Are you going to give me any evidence at all? I mean, I asked if he's friendly and he threw me some marshmallows, so maybe that's a yes. Maybe he is friendly. So we don't have a wraith. I'm not dead yet, so I don't think it's a demon. Just don't know anything about the new ghosts. Oh, wait, what am I holding the marshmallows with? Both my hands are... Huh? Huh? You're giving me nothing, Andrew. Absolutely nothing. You're not a shade because you're throwing stuff and venting at me. I can see if you're in a backy if you manifest again. And you're not the same model. Draining my sanity. Oh, you're hunting me. Thanks. You sped up a bit there. It felt like it sped up. I'm not going to get there in time. Maybe I can't do maybe I am too rusty to do zero evidence. Or two evidence, it's not even zero evidence. Let me try again. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go somewhere we haven't been today, like Edgefield Road. We've got some ads coming in 3 minutes. Let's go.
Alright, we're here. Take a look.
Kevin Kemper.
Prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. We've had no reports of violence, but keep an eye out.
Kevin, are you going to be more cooperative than Andrew? Dog pics. So pretty. Okay. There are some ads coming in about 2 minutes. We do 3 minutes of ads every hour of stream. So I think it's for me, it's the least annoying way to have ads, if you have to have them. Keeps pre-rolls off the channel, keeps us from having multiple ad breaks throughout. I will usually do something else for the people who are not subject to ads, so no gameplay is missed. So we can go outside into the van and let the ghosts just chill for 3 minutes while the ads are on. You are somewhere around here. It's this little bit here. Oh, sorry, the corridor. It's the whole corridor, isn't it? No, it's not. It's this bit here. It's this little double bit here. Okay. Feels like it's more here because this is where I saw my breath. Ghost orbs. Ghost orbs. Where? Got the shadow ghost recorded. I can actually see it. Okay, so no ghost orbs. It's looking like, unless they're somewhere else. Clip through the wall sometime. Nope. So with death, I'm going to cross off Mimic. because that will always give them no matter what. Let's go out to the van. The air brake's going to start in a minute, and we'll give you another truth or lie to do. To guess on off the top of my head, if I can think of one. For the people who are not subject to ads. Right, and if you are subject to the ads, I hope to see you again in about 3 minutes' time. Don't buy anything too frivolous, just because an advert tells you to. Right. We are going to do... Look, my deck ran out. My deck of Truth or Lies ran out. We are going to do Truth or Lie and... I've done the mugging story. I've done the story of how I got this cut. Do I know how I got this scar? What about this scar? I've got a scar here on my hand. I don't know if you can see it. Well, I've got a scar there. And I got that scar when I was working Cafe Nero, and a panini grill slammed shut on my hand while I was cleaning it because it wasn't in a position that was really safe to clean. It didn't lock open. Is this true or is it a lie? And you can ask questions, and if you want to, Mike's had that happen before. No scar though. Because you have to leave them on when you're cleaning them in the cafe. Otherwise they have to reheat again and people can't have their sandwiches quickly. You can ask questions in the chat. You can use channel points if you're able to gamble in the prediction. I think if you're in a region that does not allow you to gamble with channel points, you can just pick yes or no. You can pick the option, but just not risk or win any channel points. We've got 1,000 channel points in yes. And 5,000 channel points in lie at the moment. I don't know if I can you see it? You can sort of see it there. Just under my finger. Little scar. I was cleaning the panini grill. It was very busy. It slammed shut my hand. I just yanked my hand back out. Rinsed it under cold water. Put a plaster and a glove on. Carried on working. You've got about 30 seconds left if you want to get into the prediction. You can still ask questions. 5,000 channel points have been gambled on lie. 1,000 have been gambled on truth. Right now. How long did I rinse, and cold or semi-hot water? Not for prediction, just curious. It was cold. It was just straight cold water, and I didn't rinse it for very long, actually. Probably both bad decisions, I think. Right, the prediction is up, and I can tell you that it was true. That is how I got that scar. Welcome back from the ads. Thank you for sticking around if you did so. And as I said, I hope you didn't get tempted to buy anything too expensive. I need to get used to looking into the camera. I'm used to it being absolutely wrong and bad to look into the camera for acting. I need to get used to looking into the camera, but it's also because your chat. I've got the chat there and there, so I look at those as well. I need to look into the camera. There we go. Hooving Gurley and Mike correctly predicted that the truth or lie I told them was telling the people who were not subject to the ads was true. I did get this scar on my hand here when I was cleaning a panini grill while working at a cafe, and the panini grill, which was still turned on, slammed shut on my hand. Because you're not allowed to turn them off while the shop's open, even when they need cleaning. If you do straight cold water, you're more likely to pull your hand away. I don't pull my hand away from anything. That's why it's covered in scars. Right, let's see. I wonder what the ghost's been up to while I've been in here. Let's, well, we've been in the ads. Let's grab a crucifix. Let's grab some dots. And we've got space for one more thing in our hands. Let's grab a spirit box. Oh, goes through the dog picture. Well, we'll take it then. We'll have this cutie. Oh, look at that cutie with his shark in his mouth. Don't worry, Hubert, I'm not going to feed you to a dog. Right. Has the ghost moved? Has the ghost changed room in the 3 minutes during the ads? Let's find out. I don't think it has. No. I can see my breath. And we've got it confirmed with the temperature as well. Where are you?
Here at the
Oh, thank you. That's fast, immediate. That's not ghostwriting. That's spirit box. Let's tick the right thing, Seth. Come on. Let's put some dots. No, I don't want it that orientation. I want it. No. Why isn't it turning? Right, we'll just put them on the floor then.
An elderly victim.
An elderly victim. Okay, you're old. Cool. So you're already old, so... Oh, it can't be the Fae anyway. Okay. Let's get the other... Do you want both dots? Why not? That way there's always... We can make it so there's always a dot's pointing. Let's get a book. Let's get that. And let's get the other dots. Make sure there's always dots pointing. In each direction. Oh, no. Okay. Turn you off. Let's turn that one off a minute. And now. There we go. Right. How about this book? Do you want to write in this book? I'm going to check
Being
again.
attacked left.
Going to check again for Leave the camera there for ghost orbs just in case.
An elderly victim.
Where is that going to be? Hi. Is that going to be doable? I mean, the camera will highlight them. Just lock the door. No, you only closed it. I'm going to go and get some sanity units now. Let's take some meds. And this is your reminder in real life, if you have any meds to take, please make sure you've taken them. And look after yourselves. I can probably take 2. Always find it so weird that people like chew pills in TV and like the sound of the character chewing them in this. It's like, what? But why? It's horrible. You get all dusty in your mouth. It's, ugh. Mike had already taken his pills for once. Good job. Good so. Let's try. Actually, let's put the. Oh, I didn't grab UV. I grabbed the smudge stick. Okay. Well done, Seth. How did I do that? How did I make that mistake? That's crazy. Smudge stick is so easy to. It's like So easy to confuse with this, right? They look exactly the same. They're right next to each other. Right next to each other. Really easy to make that mistake. No, you're gonna look for UV. Where do I want to put it? Let's go here. Let's put the motion sensor there.
An elderly victim.
Wraith. Bye. I mean, it could have walked through it here and then not got the salt. But like that went. I'm gonna say Wraith. Let's go. Wasn't me in the motion sensor, was it? And we have a new puppy picture. So cute.
Welcome back.
Wraith.
I
There we go.
got some jobs for you.
$1,400. Okay. Let's go to... Let's go and have a victory milkshake at Nell's Diner. I'm sure there won't be any ghosts there.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare a
Andrew Rhodes.
investigation. New intel. Reports of light switching. Possibly harmless, but be careful out there.
Possibly harmless. They don't sound convinced. Okay. Thought it got stuck then. Thought we were going to have the brrrr constantly for the rest of the map. That would have been horrible. Okay. Hello? Is anyone serving? Ooh, pancakes. Waffles even. Don't mind if I do. Okay, the game won't let me pick up the waffles. Fine. Can I have the donut? I can have the donut. Nom, 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 nom. Okay. Any ghosts in here? Scapula. Scapula. For some reason I got confused as I said it. Thinking that scapula was spatula. Ooh. Now that's a drop. Are you in here? You're in here. Remember the first time I played this map, it was with Marn. And Marn said, it's cold in the freezer. I said, no shit. But the game does not do that. The game does not detect the freezer temperature. It detects the ghost temperature. 2.5. Come on, you can do a bit better than that. You can go down to like 0.7 or something for me, right? Come on. Let's go below 1. You would have to be in the tiny little bit, wouldn't you? Oh, eggs. They break if you throw them! I've never seen these eggs before. Oh, it's the little things. It's the little things. Right. Ghost orbs. Looking like a no. Happy as a kid in a cane store. Mike, were you here when I did Ape Out? Were you in chat when I played Ape Out? The glee with which I laughed when I tore some people apart in an elevator. I think both of them clipped it. Let's go and look for the bone. Let's go and look for the bone. What was up with my hands just then? Welcome in, Piggy. Thank you very much for the bits. Ghosty thinks you're funny. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great weekend. Mike says, am I okay mentally? No. No. That's... Oh. Music box. Where's that? There. Okay. I'm not okay mentally. That's why I'm signed off work. What bone?
How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
Tifa! Piggy thinks you're a good girl. You're a sleepy girl. That's what you are. Hi, Tifa. You're a good girl. Yeah, think a minute. Come. Come. You're a sleepy baby. You have to turn around. I'm not going to force her to come on camera if she really doesn't want to. But... Up. Oh, you're being so cute. There we go. Good girl. Yeah. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Thank you very much, Piggy. Good girl. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to just smack the... And she lies back down. No, she's getting off the sofa. She's had the treat. She's gone. Thank you, Piggy. Misform. Did I get it? Yes. Okay. So we've had the music box. We know there's not going to be... There would be... I think it's in this bathroom. If it's the... summoning circle. I don't really know. I think the tarot cards are on one of the... If you have the tarot cards, they're on one of the tables out. No, I think they're in the staff room. I think it's the voodoo dollars at one of the tables out in the diner. I'm looking for the bone now. Dr. Pepper. Good choice. Dr. Pepper pairs really well with amaretto. The alcohol. Disaronno. It's probably the most famous brand. Now my breath is here. Has the ghost changed rooms? Being inconvenient. I'm looking for the bone. I don't know why I'm looking on the table. The bone won't be on a table. So I don't know. That just was that a demon? If you ride you, it should just spawn killed me. Well, it can't because I have a 1 second cooldown, so but it almost spawn killed me. Didn't even know I was being hunted. Crazy. Let's do random. And hope it doesn't give me one of the big ones to do on my own. You don't want I feel like there should be a random with a caveat of map size for people to do. So doing Prison, De-Restricted Sunny Meadows, or Brownstone High School solo. Watch it be one of them. Prison! Yay! Oh, he just escaped.
Check the equipment.
I mean, what?
Investigating. There's been no reports of violence or sightings, but please remain careful.
Yeah, Mike agrees. Random small, random medium, or random big would be amazing, yeah. I mean, I guess there's only... There are more medium maps than there are of either of the other two, right? There's only 3 big maps. I feel like I would more just want a random not big than anything else. I don't mind, especially for solo play. Oh, tarot cards. In the prison, all of the whatever cursed objects you have, and even if you have multiple, they'll all be here because they're confiscated contraband before people come in. I'm okay with the big maps if the ghost is near the entrance. If I've got to walk all the way to the back on my own and go back and forth. Don't. I like it when the ghost is in the visiting area. I like it when the ghost is in the prisoner side of the visiting area. I like to imagine that it's a prisoner who was on death row and his family never came to see him because they disowned him. And so he's always just in the visiting area hoping someone's going to come and say hi. Did I check the corrugator? Okay, so we could be a banshee. You know, I've said something weird when it shocks Mike. He says, "Jesus fuck, the ghost is depressed enough." Let's go upstairs. Well, that's exactly the sort of ghost story there would be around an abandoned prison, though, right? That the ghost is a death row inmate who was never visited. How's my sanity doing? Just wandering around in the dark. Still quite high. I just didn't put my headset on. Hope it's not too dark for you all watching. I did a couple of streams of Phasmo ago. Turn the brightness up for the purposes in game, mostly for the purpose of it being more stream friendly. Okay. Temperature does drop out here a bit. Maybe the ghost is down in the cafeteria. It comes back up again though. I don't know if this gangway counts as a different Surely it counts a different area from the cafeteria downstairs. Let's go down. Let's go down and have a look. So before we go, let's have a look in here. Oh, okay, Ghost is here in the hospital wing with freezing temps. What Ghost model are you? Where have you gone? Oh, really? A dead child in a prison? Okay. So it's the child of the death row inmate who arrived to visit her dad just too late. The switch had already been pulled, so now she haunts the prison. I'm in a very morbid mood today. I guess it's because I'm playing a ghost hunting game. Okay, we've got no ghost orbs, so it won't be a mimic, because the mimic will always give ghost orbs, even if you do 0 evidence. The mimic will always give ghost orbs. Go write a horror novel or something. I have written an award-winning one-act play. It's a psychological thriller. That was about a demon invading a psychiatric home. It started off as a writing exercise at college. Of where I wrote just a piece of dialogue between a psychiatric patient who thinks his friends were killed by demons, and it was kind of an existential dialogue between the psychiatrist and the kid about whether or not that's even possible, whether or not demons and monsters exist and things. Existential, epistemological. Slightly more epistemological than existential. Epistemology being the study and analysis of knowledge and how we come to knowledge and how our brains interpret things as facts and how we know the things we know and how we consider ourselves to know them. Right. 69, nice. Let's have some pills though. Take one of these up. Kid seemed angry. I'll take 2 of these. We'll take that. I say award-winning. One of the actors won Best Supporting Actor at a festival. I was nominated for Best Overall Play and Best Original Script. Let's head up with the crucifix. Save me, Jesus that I don't believe in. I like the is it World of Darkness, the Vampire the Masquerade setting. The World of Darkness, which also includes tabletop role-playing games. I know people might be more familiar with the video games, but tabletop role-playing games, there's Vampire, there's Wraith, there's Werewolf, there's one where you're witches, but there's the thing with holy symbols against vampires and the supernatural. Which fucking room was the ghost in? Okay. But it's the idea that setting has with holy symbols is it doesn't matter whether the god or gods or powers or whatever that the holy symbol represents is real. It matters whether or not the person wielding it thinks it's real. And if your faith is enough, it will work, not because the crucifix will work, not because God is actually there and real and interacting, but because you believe it strongly enough. That's nicely set up. Okay. Oh no, it's not, because they're both going to be pointing in the middle at the same time. Let's turn you off. Turn you back on now. There we go. It's a bit better. Right. We'll get some more stuff. Oh wait, we've got... No, we didn't get ghost orbs. I want to cross off ghost orbs. Okay. Well, maybe I should double check them. Maybe I should double check the temperature, because the ghost might not be in here anymore. They might have wandered off already. Nope, they're definitely here. Okay. Is that a hunt? That's a hunt. Maybe it wasn't a hunt. He didn't seem particularly committed to it if it was. Piggy's asking if I played 2v8 mode on DBD. I did. I was in Missy's stream on Friday. Friday? Was it Friday? Or Wednesday? But yes, it's interesting. It's interesting difference in the mode. Were you playing it yesterday evening? You were sticking to standard mode. It's interesting the way it works. So the 2v8 mode, you don't pick your loadout. You have a class which seems like it's assigned based on what character you are. So I was playing Rebecca, and it assigned me medic, because obviously that's Rebecca's thing. And it maybe I want another crucifix towards the back of the room actually. And so you have your assigned class and special abilities for it, and then you have to do 8 generators, so 1 for each person. But the killers, when they catch you, they don't have to take you to a hook. Were the maps bigger? I think they felt a bit bigger. It might have been slightly different maps, but the killer doesn't have to take you to a hook. They just kill you, and then a hook manifests for them to put you on, and then you get teleported somewhere, random location on the map in a cage, for which functions like a hook. And then there are more loot boxes around, because that's how you get your items, because you're not picking a loadout. It was interesting. And the hatch appears when there are 2 survivors left rather than 1. I think the maps... I think they might have been different maps rather than bigger maps. Have you moved now that I've brought so much stuff up? If you change room. No. I didn't write in the book while I was gone today. I only just bring the book up. I only just brought the book up. Cora Gayton. Give me a sign. Was that you doing the thunder, Cora? Give me a sign, Cora. Go get more stuff. She's not a wraith. Sorry, not a shade. Because she was doing stuff while I was there. If I walk back in now and the book's been written in, maybe she could be a shade. I think she was doing too much stuff while I was present to be a shade. Okay. Alright, this isn't too far to go. Could be worse in a big map like the prison. Still a bit, especially with... Oh no, I do have sprinting turned on. Okay, just a very short burst. Alright. So we're on 2 evidence. I've already got 1. Freezing temperatures. Left a book up there. We'll do Wraith and UV check. No, why do I keep doing that? Why do I keep grabbing that instead of that? How's my... let's have both of these. If that hunt was a hunt, then probably looking at Demon, which will piss me off because why didn't you Doomslay me? Well, because you're all the way at the top. I just need a Doomslay. And then they have the Plat. Okay. There's the other thing about big maps solo as well, again, in terms of if you just want to earn money and level up, if you want to earn money and XP, it's just more efficient to do smaller maps. It's more efficient to do smaller maps and when you're playing solo and not go for perfect investigations. Because for some perfect investigations, in the time it takes to get it, to get all the media evidence, you could have probably done 3 normal, just identify the ghost and go. But it's also can be enjoyable to try and get it and to learn how to do it as well, of course. Right, where do I want to put you? Let's... She's been kind of a bit more at the back of the room, I feel. Although she's here. EMF 3. Let's put the motion sensor there. That's me in the sensor. Can she even be a wraith? She can't even be a wraith. Okay. But we could still get UV. She's shown herself not in the dots a couple of times while I've had the dots on, so I don't think we're going to get dots. Disturbed salt UV. Okay, that's the two evidence we're getting. There's my photo camera. Damn, too late. Okay, we've got UV. I'm still leaning maybe demon. It's not mimic. Let's do another check for ghost orbs, because regardless of how many evidence you have, the mimic will also always give ghost orbs. And it's not. So it's not the mimic. It's a djinn or a demon. Power's off, isn't it? There's a light switch. Pretty sure I didn't turn the power on. I'm leaning a little bit more towards demon, if that was a hunt earlier. But then also it didn't... If it was a hunt, it also lost interest in me way too quickly. There's the power box. A djinn will never turn the power off, but that doesn't mean a demon will do it. Especially not if the demon's far away from the power box. I've got to find it as well, which I'm not sure I want to. It'll take a bit too long. What do we think, chat? Do we think any guesses? What do we think we should go for, demon or djinn? I feel like I'll be dead if it was a demon by now. Gotta use the hand sanitizer before we go. Oh, it's empty. Purely on the grounds, I know I've been saying demon, and I do this a lot. I'll say one thing and then I'll talk myself out of it. But purely on the grounds of, I think I would be dead if it was a demon. I think it would have killed me by now. There were no the crucifixes, neither of the crucifixes seem to have burned. I'm not going to go back in to check. I'm going to say djinn.
Welcome back. I've got
What?
some jobs ready for you.
What? What? Oh, because I crossed off ghost orbs. Oh, dumbass. No, I didn't cross off ghost orbs. Yes, I did. I shouldn't have crossed off ghost orbs. I should have just crossed off mimic. Yeah. because I fully crossed off Ghost Orbs when they didn't show up, when really I should have just left Ghost Orbs uncrossed and crossed off Mimic. And then we would have had UV, Freezing Temps, Jin, Demon or Hantu. And I still would have been guessing between Hantu and Jin, to be honest, at that stage, but yeah, okay. Blitz is still here, just nipped out to Asda, because snacks are needed. Snacks are always needed. It's a good reason to nip out. Thanks for coming back in though, after snacks are required. Right, we can do, depending on how long it is, let's do a random again. So let's just do Sunny Meadows restricted. Why not? Right. Before we go in, I am going to have to disable the give Tifa a treat because Tifa's going out. So we can disable the treat for Tifa. Redeem, unfortunately. Tifa and Kizzy are off to visit Kizzy's grandmother. Welcome home. Hello? Is there do I need to sign in? Do I need to... Can I even pick up the pen? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's maybe keep this on. I was just going to rush straight to the chapel for a minute then, because I need Jesus. No, because that's where the things always are, the cursed objects. And when I was doing the Apocalypse challenge, the bone was always here. It's not now. Mike's been testing cars and forgot to set it to lurk. No worries. You doubt it'll be done before the stream ends, so you'll see us later. No worries, Mike. Thank you very much for lurking. What do we have? Oh, wait, what? Where's the... There's no cursed object. Okay. I was like, is the saw blade a new cursed object? Oh no, it's the monkey paw. I thought it was going to be in the circle. It's over there. Okay. Okay, no ghost in the chapel. And it's not a significant enough drop, I don't think. The bone can be in these bushes. I remember playing once and it took so long to find the bone. It was tiny on top of one of these bushes. Over here. No bone, no ghost. Oh, she's got a bit lower here. Not by a lot. Just a bit. I think that's might not be enough to. Although 9.6 to 7.7. No, I think that's just a. Going to stand in here for a bit longer. I'm moving between rooms too quickly for the thermometer. Let's catch up. No. Well, that's being very odd. Not sure if that's just a glitch or if it's something here. Okay, it's getting much lower down this end of it. Nice. Okay, we're definitely in here. Hello to you too, Ghost. Okay, I'm not seeing any ghost orbs. Let's do it properly this time and not cross off ghost orbs, because it's only 2 evidence, and just cross off mimic. You are very active. You're not a shade. Thank you for the alert, Keeping Girly. Can sprint, but it's just so short for such short time and not that much for speed boost. Let's get outside and I'm gonna cross off shade. No way it's a shade. Fluctuations in temperature like that be don't think so. Let's take some pills. Grab that and one of those. Let's grab that. Stay back. Still in 2 minds about whether or not to be interested in the upcoming Phasmophobia film. Because I feel like a Phasmophobia film is kind of like a Street Fighter the movie, the game kind of situation, right? Hi Sol, welcome back. Hope your walk went well. But like, I feel like it's a, you know, because Phasmophobia is based off of, it's like, you know, it's inspired by and based on ghost hunting, existing ghost hunting stuff, media, films, TV shows. So Phasmophobia movie, as I said, is a bit Street Fighter the movie, the game, right? Where are you? Oh, I should turn this off. Did that crucifix just get... No. Okay. Oh, they turned this light on though. Is that door about to go? Where's my camera? No. Where are you?
Close to it.
Yeah, you are close, I can tell. Okay, so we've got our 2 evidence. Freezing temperatures and spirit box. Twins, Onryo or Moroi. Could do the Onryo test and get killed. Right, well, I've not really been noticing a big drop. See, Moroi, I would expect more of a drop in my sanity. Twins is essentially, we're going to get EMF. We won't get the EMF 5 that twins give, but we can still see if there's EMF readings that are further apart than they reasonably should be. The Onryo, we could get it to blow out a bunch of candles. Well, would it have already done that in the chapel though, because there are candles there? We could get it to blow out a bunch of candles and then kill us, but I mean, I suppose I could take some protection so it doesn't. Oh, I've only got 2 candles then. Yeah, but you can just relight one. I think it has less of a gap between when it can blow out the candles as well. Let's take an EMF. You can leave this behind actually. You can take 2 candles. Got the matches. Okay. So this had a good walk. Was it a big walk? Where did you go? I'm wondering if the temperature's fluctuating up the corridor is an indicator of twins. I mostly think of twins by EMF and events happening like down the hallway when there's something being thrown around here, rather than temperatures. But is this still the favourite room? Yes, very much so. Sarah. Sarah Croft. Sarah Croft, give me a sign. I'm going to rule out Moroi. We blew out one. Before I relight it, maybe I want to go and get some incense. That would be a good idea, just in case it is an Onryo. Good. So I want it this order. Okay. two evidence game right now for anyone who more recently come back in or joined. And we have the two evidences: freezing temperatures and spirit box. Okay, blown out both of those. We don't need this on. Do have a crucifix there, so does the crucifix protect me from the Onryo ability? Hi! Okay, so it blows out. Let's turn on the main lights. No, wait, they're not. Yeah, there are. If it blows out one of those and doesn't hunt, then it's not. Hi, how you doing? Can you just do me a favour and blow out a candle, please? If it blows out one of those and doesn't hunt, then it's the twins. Doesn't feel very twinsy though. So I don't think it is the twins. It's been kind of, although it's done that and then hasn't hunted, the crucifix hasn't burned. So it's blown out 3 candles without hunting. It's not an Onryo. I don't think it's a Moroi because... Let me have another look for fake ghost orbs. Where's the video camera gone? Did I leave it on? The video camera. Left the video camera back in the thing, didn't I? But now it's come from over there for the hunt. I do have roaming on though. I'm going to go and have another quick check for fake ghost orbs. For it possibly being the mimic. Because my sanity, I don't feel like my sanity is affected enough for it to be the Moroi. It's not the Goryo because it didn't try and hunt after blowing out 3 candles. But it just doesn't feel like the twins. It doesn't feel like it's doing stuff spread out enough to be the twins. And we'll have a couple of these. And then we'll just have a quick check. For fake ghost orbs, because the mimic will always give ghost orbs. It's not an actual evidence for the mimic. So even if you're on 0 evidence, a mimic will give ghost orbs. It's a nice one to get for Apocalypse actually, mimic. Apocalypse challenge. Mimic and Diogen. As long as it's not mimicking a Diogen and you don't find its room. Okay. I'm confident in saying there are no ghost orbs. So it's not the mimic. Which would mean twins. I mean, I was getting weird fluctuating temperatures at the other end of the room. The other end of the corridor. I didn't think the twins affected the temperatures. Because it still only has one favourite room. It's definitely not a mimic or an Onryo. It's annoying. The two that it can be it doesn't feel like either. So it would be more Royal Twins, because if it was an Onryo it would have hunted when it blew out the third candle, and it didn't. YOLO, just say twins and go. Are we finishing on a success?
Welcome back.
Yes!
Jobs for you.
Fantastic. I should just listen to my gut, because I was saying twins quite early on. I need to learn to just listen to myself. Right. That is everything for today. Jump back over here. We're going to have some... Just bring that back in. Should have faded it in like this, really, shouldn't I? And it's very loud in my ears. I know it's not as loud for you. Right, thank you all very much for being here. Thank you for coming and hanging out while I played some Phasmophobia. Thank you to Kizzy, Enceladus, Rosa, Solifis, Miss James Ether, and both of them for being fantastic moderators. Thank you today for the bits from Piggy. Thank you for the streaks from Pebs and Bandit and Solifis and Kemp and Hoovy and Gurley and Kim. Lots of streaking today. Naked Sunday. Love to see it. Thank you to Rosa, Kizzy, Hikari Kim, Hoovy and Gurley, Mike, Piggy, and everyone who participated in the predictions for using your channel points as well. Very much appreciated. Thank you all for coming in. We have our usual Monday, Wednesday and Friday Mass Effect throughout the week. We have on Saturday, we're doing Kizzy's 100 stream streak reward of Akami. If you watch 100 streams of mine in a row without breaking your streak, or whatever you can do to save the streak, like clips and VODs, then you get to pick a game for me to play. When you redeem that streak, I will put it into the queue, and we'll play a game for at least a one-off stream for you. And I appreciate that not everyone can come to make it to every stream, so there is also a 75,000 channel point redeemed for the same thing. Basically, if you watch me a lot, you can pick a game for me to play for a stream. With some caveats around it, of course. If it's ridiculously expensive and I don't already own it, or if it's just not suitable, particularly for Twitch's terms and conditions, then obviously not. Yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you very much. And if you have been here and have been watching and enjoying what you see, and are not following, please consider giving me a follow. It's completely free, supports the channel, and I have completely anonymous follows. I appreciate people who like to follow and lurk, so nothing even pops up on stream. I'll only give you fuss if you ask for it. Let's go and have a look at who we can raid. Sam's still going. Is Sam finishing up soon? I think Sam might still be going for a while. We can go raid Sam. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. We will go and see. Let's go for... Yeah, we haven't raided Sam for a while. Let's go for Sam. Sam is playing Elden Ring. She's training for a hitless run. We're going to give a raid. Come on over. Come on over. Say hi. And enjoy. And save up some channel points over there and give Butch a treat. Her dog. She's got a lovely dog, Butch. Right. Other than that, well, we need the raid message, don't we? Let's pop in a raid message. Raid. If you are subbed, you can use the first raid with the little Boo Ghosty emote, hand-painted specifically for us by Man Angel Christensen. Otherwise, you can use the one with the normal little ghost emotes. And if you want to see some of my VODs, some of my stream archive, it's all there on my YouTube. The first link there is for the general YouTube channel. The second one is for my specifically Phasmo playlist. Right, other than that, that's it. Thank you very much, and see you next time.